Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Bloom Outdoors. Excuse the noise, I am not in my regular location. Today we are pretty much going to be covering window tint. So as some of you guys know, I did a video a while back over the different kinds of tint. I talked about 5% tint, 15% tint, and 20% tint. So I covered kind of the basics, just 5, 15, and 20%. What it looks like on the outside and the inside. But after doing that video, I've got a couple of questions about what it's like at night. So as you can see here, if you do know, then my truck has 15% in the front, which here's what it looks like in the daylight. I wanted to show you guys here once again, if you haven't seen that video, what it looks like in the daylight. And then I'm gonna wait an hour or two or whatever. As you can tell, the sun's going down, but we're gonna wait just a little bit, wait till it gets dark out, show you guys what it looks like from the inside. So this truck originally had just the factory stuff on the back. So it was like, I think it's 20% is factory. So 20% in the back with 15% over the top of that. So we're sitting at about 5% in the back, 15% in the front. Here's what it looks like. You really cannot see in the back here. You can kind of see up through the front window there, but through the side you really can't see. Here's 15% through the side. I'll show you guys through the front. It's hard to see because all the clouds, but you can kind of see here. You can see the driver's seat. You can see through all the way. There is nothing on the front windshield here. My other truck is different. I'll be doing another video over that here shortly as well, but currently this is the truck I have with me. So we'll go over this, and then it's gonna be hard to see, but you can indeed see through the back. It's hard because we have a tree, a lot of reflections and stuff. But anyways, that is what we are looking like. So all the way through the back to the front, you can see through. You can see through the sides. Pretty much the only thing you really can't see through is this window straight through to the other side. But again, like I did say, it is like sunset right now. So when the sun's like straight up in the sky and it's super bright out, then you pretty much can kind of see through in the back. And like I said, with the 15, you can even see through right now. It is like way easier to even see through during the regular daylight as well. So quick little preview just to what it looks like. So nothing on the windshield, 15 on the front, 2 here, and then we got 20 with 15 over the top. So we're at about 5%. At least that's what my tint guy told me. It was about 5%. I'll go with him on that. And then in the back, that same thing, about 5%. And when the sun hits it just right like this, all you can really see is the reflection, and it looks pretty cool in my opinion. But once you really kind of look around from the back, you can actually see through. So I'm gonna go ahead, hop in the truck, and I'll show you guys what the inside here looks like. It is probably gonna be hard to tell and see, but right here we have 15%. Right here we have nothing. So like I said, it is gonna be a little bit off at the current moment we're in, because it is kind of getting close to sunset. Not exactly pure daylight out, but it is 15%. Honestly, if you're in a vehicle where you're used to super dark tint, like my other truck has got 5% right here, and 45 right here. So like seeing this, going from driving that a lot to over to this, when I first got in here, I could tell obviously there's no tint on this, but I almost felt like there was no tint on the side windows here, because it's just not a huge comparison from the inside. From the outside, you can really tell, hey, there's a difference between no tint and there is some tint. But like I said, when you're on the inside, it's almost hard to tell the difference here. Like you can tell, but like comparing the sky right here and right here, it almost looks the exact same. The easiest spot to tell really is the brick on the apartments here. You can see this brick is a lot darker than this brick, because this is nothing and this is 15%. I don't have a good view or anything, but we've got kind of a view. This is that 15% I just showed you. I don't think I'm gonna be able to capture everything in this shot. Maybe just barely, but as you can tell right here is that no tint I was just talking about. Here we've got that 15, and back here we've got that 20 with 15 over the top, making it about 5%. So right here I'm kind of comparing the two. You can definitely tell this is darker than this, and it almost looks similar to like the front, whereas if this was the windshield and that was a side window, where that is the 15% and this is nothing, but it's kind of flip-flop now because this is 15% and that's about 5%. So that's just a little comparison here. As you can tell, maybe, I don't know, hard to tell, but this and this is the same. So that's the back, well, the full-on back glass, and those are the back side windows. So as you can tell, those are the same tint. It really doesn't show up that great on camera, honestly. Looking through it on my camera here, it does not look super dark. It definitely, to me at least, looks darker in person than it does on camera. But as you can compare the difference here, we do have that like 5% versus 15%. Going back to over here then, no tint, 15%. Like I said, it's really hard for me to capture a full shot here of all three of them together. I'd almost have to be outside the vehicle or like with the window down, but I don't want to do that. And so yeah, I really didn't want to roll the window down, because once you roll that window down, then you're kind of letting in the outside light. And once you do that, it kind of kills the tint in a way, I guess you could say. It's kind of hard to describe, I guess. You really have to have a dark tint and know what I'm talking about, because it could be super dark in here with like 3 layers of 5%, and then once you roll that window down, it just gets bright in here immediately, because just one little hint of sunlight and it just gets light in here instantly. But that's kind of what I'm talking about. When I roll the window down on the other side and show it to you, then you really can't tell the full natural beauty of it. And yeah, from like right here, this and this almost look the exact same, but it's not. This is 15% and this is no tint. So this is even darker than factory, because the factory stuff is 20%. This is even darker than that. You can barely tell a difference here. But then you compare 5% to that 15. That's what we're looking like. All right, so enough of me gibbering and jabbering. So I'm gonna go ahead, fast forward or whatever, skip ahead to what it is like at night after I showed you guys what it's like at the daylight. So as you can tell, what I just want to kind of go over is you can look through right now, and like I'm showing you, it's almost the same as no tint. You can literally see everything through here. 15%. It might look from the outside at least like it's super dark in here, but from the inside, look, you can literally see everything. You can see through your mirrors, you can see through this mirror, you can literally see everything. So that's just kind of all I wanted to show, I guess. Right now we'll go ahead, skip to the night, and show you what it's like with 15% on your windows. Okay, so here we are back. Just wanted to show you real quick while I'm parked here, really with no lights around me, what it is like with this tint. So as you can tell right here in front of me, you can see my finger, then we have no tint right here. That's no tint. That is just our regular windshield. And we go off to the side here, you can see we've got a light right up there. You can kind of see my finger there. Then that is our 15% tint. It's going to be really hard for you guys to see right now because it is dark. There's no other lights or anything. I think if we had like another car coming at us from the side or something, we'd really be able to see better. But just the fact of there's no real light over there or anything, like as you can see my hand go across there, but there's a few like light poles and stuff way over there that you can see through the side window, but it's just hard to show because it's on a camera and you just can't see as good as you can in person. Like in person, I can see all the cars, I can see all the little bit of light and everything. Like, you can see through it just fine, but it's just the fact that it's on camera. I can even roll the window down here. You can kind of see the difference there. You can kind of see the cars versus when I roll the window up. Then you can't really see, so there is a little bit of a difference there. But honestly, in person, to me, it looks very close to the same thing. It's just because it's on a camera and not in person for you guys to see. So, same thing here. You can kind of see the difference in the brick between what we've got is right here, the windshield, and right over here is the 15%. I'm not even going to be able to show you guys the back, which is the 5%, just because there's no other light around me right now. Alright, so now we're driving. We got some street lights and stuff. I wanted to show you guys what this tint is actually like now. So as you can tell, we can see straight ahead here. This is no tint, as I've told you many times. No tint on this windshield right here. As we get looking this way, you can see my mirror, kind of focusing more on driving than filming, but just kind of roll with it here. As you can see my mirror, you can tell the difference a lot more at night versus in the daylight, is what I meant to say. In the daylight, it looks very similar. You can barely tell there's any tint on it, but once it's like right now at night, you can really tell a difference. You can look in between the two. You can tell, like, hey, this one's got tint, this one doesn't. Definitely a difference. As you can see, that car is approaching me in my mirror, and you can see them drive right on along by me. It's not like it's a double layered 5 or anything. You can still see out just fine. Just a light layer of tint. You can still see everything behind you. See all the lights in your mirrors and everything. You can tell there is a difference, right? Honestly, one of the only struggles I really see with this tint at night is backing up. I do have my switches down here, and one of them is the cube reverse lights. I've got the pod lights on my bumper, and so those I turn on when I'm backing up. Other than backing up, there's really no issue with it. You can pretty much see out of here just fine. I'm sure if somebody really looks hard enough, they could see in here if they wanted to. But as you can tell, here's the difference. Now I'll show you guys the back. The back is harder to see through. I don't really know if you guys are gonna be able to tell because you don't have like a direct light in here or anything. You can kind of see through the back window there. But try and show you guys behind me. Not sure what you can see here or not. I've kind of just got the camera turned around and I can't really see it because I'm driving, but I'm not sure what you guys can see behind me, if anything. Not sure if you guys can see the other cars back there, the other lights. Yeah, not really sure what you guys can see or not, but I don't know. Just thought I'd try and show you what it's like with that 5% back there. 5% isn't terrible at night. It definitely can be rough sometimes, I'll say. It can be rough sometimes depending on the situation, like if it's super dark out and it's raining. Sometimes it can be rough. It's not terrible, especially when it's only your very back ones and your direct sides are 15s, then it's really not that bad. This setup is not that bad. 15 on the sides with 5 in the back, not a bad setup. But I am still driving, not really sure what else to show you guys. As you can see out of the windows just fine with 15% on them. So, as you can see, all the cars back there behind me in my mirror and everything, no issues. Exhaust is loud, as you can tell. This thing is straight piped, 5.0 straight piped. But yeah, I think that's about it, I guess. Not sure what else to say. I'll be doing another video over this soon with my other truck with 5% tint on it. If you guys have any other questions or anything involving the tint or anything else, then just drop a comment down below, let me know. Other than that, thanks for watching another video of Bloom Outdoors. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.